Get ready, get ready.
You
Try to get
talk.
over the mirror this thing here. It's a nice
Spot on the sonar, gang.
Get
You narrate, Charlie.
ready.
Yeah, we're currently just marking a big school on the sonar right now, and we're running over a piece of it on the up and down.
Get ready.
At 40 to 60 fathoms, so 240 feet to 360 feet down underneath the boat.
Oh,
Here,
cool.
I gotta run on the back deck. I'm gonna test the phone off.
Yeah, just lay it up there. We can hang out.
Big school, guys. Get back there and drop.
Mike, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
We flipped the camera around somehow when he handed it to you, god darn it. I know. It sucks.
All right.
We'll figure it out.
Here it comes. All right, guys, this stuff's coming back. How do I flip the camera around? It says enter studio. Do I enter studio?
No, you're already in the studio. You just got to flip the camera back around. Just run out there on the deck and tell Charlie. Now we're taking a phone call. Hey, gang, we're on the Pacific Dawn. He's out here. He's starting to mark some fish. They got a big school under the boat. They're just starting to drop the lures down to the fish. They're just starting to drop them down there. Hopefully they jump back on here. They got the phone flipped around. The phone's ringing. All mayhem's breaking loose, gang. Stay with us. Mike Loust will be back on here. Right when we first came on with them, they found a big school. It came up on the sonar. And hopefully he jumps there. He's back with us. Okay, here we go. There you are, Mike Loust. We see you now.
All right.
You're back with us 100%.
Fuck, man.
It's all good. He didn't mean to say that, everybody. You're good. It's a big school. It's going to come back and get on you.
Here it comes.
Gang, we're with Mike Loust on the Pacific Dawn. Remember, he was on the show all this week. He was able to scrounge up 11 of you guys to get out there and go fishing. Kind of tell them what happened last night, Mike.
Well, last night we started out the night. We got out here late the night before. We left Thursday. Got here at 3:30 in the morning. Nice schools. They looked right, but didn't act right. We had 3 over 100 from 3:45 to just a couple of hours, but the fish were swimming on us the whole time. And then last night we had 37 fish up to 120 pounds.
What a phenomenal trip. How awesome is that, guys? And he's got to finish off his limits. He needs a few more. Hopefully we get him while we're on here. We're going to do this with Mike for about an hour, gang. We don't want to eat up all of his bandwidth or all of his Starlink, but we want you to see what's going on.
We're just going to give us a minute or two, and then we're going to try again.
We had such a phenomenal time looking at all the pictures and videos you sent me yesterday. I just was like, we got to do this live for a little bit, right, Mike?
Yeah, totally. I got to get used to it.
No, it's kind of different bringing a couple 100,000 people into your wheelhouse, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me a little nervous, but that's all right.
That's okay. We got 50 people watching live. Don't worry. We're just building the audience right now. It's going to be good.
Crap.
Yeah, Arnie, is Mike Loust out here on the Pacific Dawn. They're marking some tuna. You're seeing his sonar working. The guys are down there chucking the iron. Everybody's trying to get a bite. It's pretty spectacular.
All right, guys, go ahead and wind them up. Wind them up. We're gonna look. We need to get on top of them. And the second the boat comes out of gear, make sure you guys are ready. If you already have a limit, just start, give the crew members. The crew members don't have any. So we'll give the smaller ones to the other people. There's only 2 or 3 people that don't have one, but then we can start giving them to the crew. So if you catch these bigger ones, put your tag on it, and we'll just give one of your littler ones to the crew member. All right? Wind them up, please. Let me
All
know when
right.
you're clear.
Good.
Hello?
Yeah, Mac, Wes, they're fishing bluefin out here. They got 37 on the boat already, up to about 150 pounds or
41,
something.
41, 41.
41, excuse me, 41. I'm sorry, I was undercutting you, Mike.
Yeah, it's like just like the board.
We got a lot of people commenting. We got Arnie, we got Daniel Rubin from ReelQuick,
Clear?
Real Seats on
All right, here
here.
we go.
Darren. A lot of people. This is kind of cool, right, everybody? This is kind of awesome. We started out the day long range fishing, 1,100 miles south of
Charlie, Wheelhouse, please.
Diego. Now we're out here on the Pacific Dawn and finishing off the day. This is pretty spectacular, everybody. Thanks for joining us. You guys hang in there and watch. You may get to see a hookup. At least you'll get to see what's going on is in the Wheelhouse, which has never happened before on a live show.
Oh, there's my.
Lisa, we're fishing bluefin.
Crap. Oh my gosh. That was a really nice school.
Yeah, it was. We got to see a piece of it. It's all good. It's getting exciting. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Next time, don't stay here. Like, stay until I turn my.
I got you.
I mean, I was like trying to drive, doing that right.
All right.
Really hard.
And believe me, Mike, you can throw the phone down. You don't have to do it for us. Do your job and then we'll catch up to you. Everyone will hang out. We all know what you're doing. Just throw the phone and get on the meat.
Should have just kept me here.
You got Rice Cake Toad saying he's fished with you 15 years ago in Dana Point, Mike. Mike's got to concentrate right now, so we'll talk to Charlie. If you guys have any questions, we'll talk to Charlie.
Yeah, I'm right here if you guys have any questions.
Mike's trying to get on the fish, guys. Charlie, you guys have a trip coming up when you get back in. Some of these people want to join you guys. How can they get a hold of you guys?
They can get a hold of us. They can call Captain Mike directly with his personal phone. And then also you can either go to the Pacific Dawn website as well online, book a trip. The third option is to go to fishermanslanding.com as well and find the boat there. But the biggest, easiest way is to reach out to Captain Mike.
And how would we do that? Do you know your dad's
I
phone
do.
number? No way. That's so
I do.
weird.
So it's 949 874 4485. 949 874 4485.
And we'll be giving it out for this hour that we're driving around with these guys. Keep your fingers crossed, gang. We're going to stay with them for about 50 more minutes. Hopefully they stumble into a big school and get a couple hookups, and we'll keep hanging with them. This is something very unique. It's never been done before. Live fishing on one of these boats for this bluefin. So you're getting to see it firsthand right here. Mike Loust and his son Charlie are nice enough to bring us all into their wheelhouse. So try to share this with your friends. Show everybody this is a big deal. You guys are all part of history, because I can promise you one thing. This is where sport fishing is headed, because it's all about the internet. No matter how hard you want to fight it, no matter how much you don't believe it, this is what everybody in the world's doing today. Go outside and look around. Everybody's walking around staring at their phone. No one looks at what's going on outside anymore. They're staring at their phone. And right now we got 58 people watching this live on YouTube. That's pretty amazing for our first time ever, right?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. You guys literally have a front row seat seeing exactly what we do in the wheelhouse, tracking down schools, finding them, what to do, and also seeing what the fish look like on the machines too. What was that?
And Charlie's a captain too, gang. So whatever questions you got, he knows the answer.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free and fire away.
So one of our members, Lisa, wants to know, so the bluefin typically bite at night?
No, so it honestly really depends. They can bite either during the day or during the night. Sometimes they have phases where it's straight one or the other. Currently, we're in the situation where it bites a little bit in the day, but majority has been at night. Sometimes they'll dive down and disappear. You know, they're either feeding, then they come back up, and that's usually when we get them. So right now is typically a night bite, so it can go both ways.
And then, Charlie, another one of our members are asking, so how deep were you getting bit on the jigs last night, and how heavy were the jigs you were fishing with last night?
So last night we had a little bit of a current to start off the night, so we were fishing with heavier jigs, around 300 to 400 gram jigs. And as the night went on, the current kind of slacked off, and we were able to drop down to smaller jigs. We typically notice like 100 to 150 gram jigs. Typically, they'll get bit more, you know, because some of these schools we're running into is a variety of smaller ones to bigger ones. We kind of notice if you have a big jig in front of a small one, they're not going to eat it as likely. So smaller the jig, the better. If you have the capability, if you're able to cast down swell, that helps. We were fighting these fish, getting bit around 240 to 360 feet down. Some of the schools were super deep, 500 feet, but majority of our bites were at 240 to 360.
And then Arnie wants to know, Charlie, what's the biggest fish on the boat right now?
Uh,
Estimate.
I believe, yeah, 160, 170.
Oh, what a beautiful fish. And it's April, gang. That's insane.
Yeah, I
That's
think we have a few. I want to say 4 to 5 of them, 100 to over 100 pounds, and then the rest of them are in between 20 to 40 pounds, and then a handful of 60 pounders,
and then most of
30
these
to 40
people
pounds.
most of these people that are watching right now, Charlie, watched the show all week, and they were all sitting on the fence. They weren't sure if they should go or not. They're kind of bummed right now that they didn't go, because it sounded like an incredible trip so far.
I mean, yeah, you know, it's good fishing right now. If I had the opportunity to come out fishing, you know, on a good boat, especially, you know, like one of these, like ours, you know, I'd want to come out as quick as I can. The fishing's nice right now. You want to come out when they're biting, you know, but we have spots coming up, open party trips coming up this week. And then, or yeah, I believe it's a 2.5. But
If it's a 2.5, I think it leaves Thursday. Oh, that's a quick one.
2.5 trip leaving Thursday. I got to double check on that
It's a
one.
definite run.
But yeah, it's going to be a definite run. So if you guys want to come out fishing and you're kicking yourself that you didn't come out on this trip, I would definitely be booking for the following one.
So what's the weather like? Someone's asking tonight. It's a little windy.
Uh, yeah, it's a little windy. 14 knots. 14 knots of wind. Nothing too crazy though. Slight swell. There's a lot of time in between swells right now, so or it's not too bumpy. But on our way out yesterday or the night before, it was a little rough ride, and it calmed down compared to what it was.
And then back to what we were talking about, gang. This is the Pacific Dawn. That's Mike Loust you're looking at right there, and you're listening to his son Charlie. And the two of them operate this boat together. If one of them needs to take a day off, the other one runs the boat, and most of the time they're together, which makes it really spectacular because these guys are father and son, but they're also super fishy dudes and really fun to hang out with. You're going to have a really good time. A lot of smiling. Your jaw's going to hurt at the end from laughing so much. But right now, it's this serious stuff going on. If you guys are watching, Mike's got his eyes glued to that sonar because he's driving around, and there's a lot of boats. If you look around, there's boats out there driving around too. Everyone's driving in the dark looking for that magical school. Kind of go over that a little bit, Charlie. Explain to everybody what's up because this is brand new for most people.
Yeah, so typically, there's a good school. Sometimes there's multiple swimming around the area. When an area is found, people branch out. They start looking around, and once one's located, boats typically they hug each other for the most part. Not get super close, of course, but within a respectable distance. And then you kind of ladder off one another. You you kind of That's you dictate where the school's swimming, and you just keep heading that direction. And then sometimes they separate, and the schools separate. Then everyone will split off again and look for the meat of it. And then once the meat of it's found again, usually there's multiple schools, so not everyone's balled up like crazy. But sometimes there's one, which currently we're looking for the one that we were at a little bit ago. But but yeah, that's it.
What I would suggest everybody, if you missed the beginning of the show, go ahead on your YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, but hit the notification button so you're ready when we go live because we are your saltwater guide, Mike Louse, Charlie, Tim Ekstrom, Roy Rowe. We're breaking the internet, gang. No one's ever seen anything like what we're all doing. And you don't want to miss out on a thing because you could have missed out. That first school that Mike found, it
Yeah,
could bit. We don't know if it'll bite or not, right, Charlie?
yeah. You never know.
Baby's tuna on one.
You never know, but you always want to be down there. You never want to be caught with your pants down. You know, we try to eat dinner early, prepare for nighttime. If the nighttime's the majority of the time where you're going to get bit, we eat dinner early. Try to take a nap during the day because you're going to be up all night.
And then we
So
got a huge bunch of new people just logged on. What boat is this? What are you guys doing? How many people does the boat? There's 5 different questions from, and Arnie wants to know how many people are on this trip and how many do you carry normally? So there's a lot of questions to answer right there, Charlie. Sorry.
no worries, no worries. So currently we have 11 people on the boat, passengers. We are carrying 5 crew, so 16 total. Typically, we hold up to 18 people, 18 passengers with a 5 crew. So that's the first captain, second captain, cook, and then 2 deckhands. Then honestly, I mean, sometimes we roll 6 people, 6 crew if we can get extra help. But for like day and a half, 2 day trips, we do 18 people, and then 2.5 to 3 day trips. We try to have a smaller, limited load. You know, but yeah, that's about it. It's the Pacific Dawn, and yeah, that's as many people as we hold up to 3 day trips, day and
And
a half
then
to 3 day trips.
okay, and the new people that just logged on, how many fish do you got on the boat? How many can you have total for the trip? And what are you looking for? Right, these are 3 different people, 3 different. And what are you trying to catch right now?
Currently, we're trying to catch bluefin tuna. These fish are bigger. These are the bigger grade. I think these are 100 to 150 pounders. Maybe there's a couple 200 pounders mixed in there. Currently, we have 41 fish on the boat. I believe 5 of them are ranging from 100 to 150 pounds. And then the other fish are ranging from 30 to 60 pounds. Uh, the amount of fish that we're able to hold on the boat is a Coast Guard limit. It's a 2-day bluefin limit per person. So since we're on a 2.5 day, each person can carry or keep 2 bluefin. So four bluefin a person. Since we have 11 people, we can legally take home 44 bluefin.
And
So
when
we
they're that
are,
when they're that big, Charlie, that's a lot of meat, right?
yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I believe we've had our fish hold, surprisingly, I mean, for this little boat, our fish hold's big. Last year's we had a lot of trips where we had 30 fish over 100 pounds, and we still had enough room in the fish hole to, put a top layer of the smaller ones on it. So this boat can hold a lot of big ones. And we typically always try to go for bigger ones if that's the choice. We always prefer that. So if you guys also prefer catching bigger bluefin tuna, I mean, this is the boat for you. We strive to try to catch the bigger ones. We'll separate from fleets and go exploring for bigger ones, and usually it works out in our favor.
And we gotta stay with us, Charlie. We gotta pay a couple bills real quick. We're gonna show you guys a really good friend of Mike Loust and I, Todd Manser Marine, and McCarty Yacht Sales. I'm gonna show you a quick video here, real quick. Don't leave, Charlie.
All right.
Don't leave us, man. Stay with us. This is a good video, and then we'll be right back to the action here, gang. Check this video out, Todd.
Hey guys, Captain Todd here with
be
McCarty
right back
Yacht
to
Group,
the
Manson
action.
Marine, proud sponsor of your saltwater guy. I'm here with my good buddy John McCarty.
Hey guys, how you doing?
The broker for McCarty Yacht Group. And guys, I just want to tell you it's springtime. It's time to start buying and selling. If you're looking to buy a boat right now or looking to sell a boat, make sure you give us a call at McCarty Yacht Group. Guys, you know how to get a hold of me at 949-547-7748. We're sitting on the Pescatory right now. This is like office number 1, 2, or 3. I can't remember where we're. We're either in the office, at home, on a boat, but this is one of the places we do business, guys. But if you're looking for somebody to well represent you, we are a different breed of cat, guys. We work on boats for a living. We're going to make sure to sell your boat for the top price, or if you're looking to buy a boat, we're going to make sure you get something that's not a horrible project for you. So anyways, give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you.
Their numbers are right there on the top of the page, gang. If you want to get a hold of John or Todd, McCarty Yacht Group, I'll throw their QR code up on the screen while we go back to Mike and Charlie. All right, you guys are back. Todd's done babbling.
All right, we're still here.
Marking anything? How much longer till we catch the fish, Captain? Are you just going to drive around all night?
No, well, yeah. I'm gonna drive around. I'm gonna drive around till I find something. You want to stay now? What's that? No, you're good. Not right now.
We're good right now. Thank you.
I don't think I could really eat right now. It'd be on the floor. Well, we're gonna drive around until we find something. You can't. I wish we could just pull them out of gear and they would come to us. But typically, what we've been doing is we've been having to shoot our sonars a little deeper than normal to hear them.
Here's something that people will find interesting. Charlie, how deep is it where you guys are fishing right now? How far down to the bottom?
Right now, currently 4,555 feet.
Yeah, so gang, you're not dropping down to the bottom. Let's just get that perfectly clear. This is a total different fishery than what you see on Wicked Tuna, guys. Those guys on Wicked Tuna are fishing in 100, 150 feet of water. Sometimes they're fishing, like Paul Hebrew was saying, sometimes they're fishing in 50 feet of water. That's not the West Coast bluefin. This
That's the
bluefin's
angler over
living
there.
out
They're
there in
driving.
3,000-4,000 feet of
They're
water.
driving this way.
You driving this way? Yeah. I gotta go watch it. That was a fucking large spring.
Yeah.
You gotta fix that. I'm gonna go back to the road. We're still in this. I don't know why jerks anyway.
And just to break it down for everybody, Charlie, you're pretty much looking for a needle in a haystack in 4,000 feet of water. So that's why it's so amazing when these guys get on this tuna, gang. You don't understand what it takes. And now you're going to understand. Those of you that have bought a ticket and gone on a boat before, you've never been up in the bridge. This is why the captain's driving around. He's not going to just stop on nothing, right, Charlie?
No, yeah, we got to stop on stuff that's super specific. Sometimes they're gauged out in water temperature. Different characteristics. The tuna will stick in specific areas, but for the most part, it can be a vast area where the tuna are swimming around. So that's why when we're in the wheelhouse, we're always focused. We have the sonar up to maximum volume, so we can hear everything that we run over or come across on the sonar. You always got to pay attention when it comes to fishing, especially nighttime stuff like this, because it's all, it's sonar fishing. It's not during the day where you can see fish on the surface, schools swimming around. It's a whole different ball game.
And then on top of that, you got besides all the sport boats, then you got the private boats, and they're small and they're not lit up. It gets kind of
Yeah,
gnarly as the season moves along, right, Charlie?
yeah, extremely. You got to watch out for those. They'll come speeding past you sometimes, and their nav lights are not as bright or as high up as ours. But yeah, there's stuff you got to look out for. There's also logs too. You got to watch out for stuff floating in the water. You don't hit anything that could damage the vessel. But there's a lot of factors that go into it with this nighttime stuff. So you got to be on your A game.
And the reason I'm talking like about that, gang, is because probably 90% of the people that are watching right now, Charlie, are private boaters, members of the website, and they're all super intrigued with what's going on. We just jumped up now, Mike Loust. We got 82 people watching you live right now. That's pretty spectacular. You can talk to Charlie or maybe some of the younger guys on the boat. That's a big number for a first time live show. That is a huge number, you guys. It's pretty exciting.
I'm just glad to get any kind of exposure and opportunity we can to help get our names out there, because I really want this. This has been a family owned and operated business for the last 22 years, 23 years. The person that I bought this boat from was a family man too. And it put his kids through college and they bought a house, and they were able to, move on to greener pastures. Let's say, and I just want to continue to keep that tradition going with this boat. Bring my family on it, and this boat supports a family.
Yeah, so Charlie, go over the boat name, how they can find you guys on the internet, social media, and how they can get a hold of your dad. Because we got people coming on and off all the time, so we'll just keep helping them.
Yeah, no worries. So the name of the boat's Pacific Dawn. Best way to reach us is through my dad's phone number, his personal. His phone number is 949-874-4485.
I might give him my number.
Yeah. 949-874-4485. Preferably through text first. Say who you are. Say what kind of trip you prefer on, and also a date, so we can kind of coordinate, get a better idea. Also, you can go through Pacific Dawn website, which is pacificdawn.com, and then also fishermanslanding.com. Our Instagram page is, I believe it's just Pacific Dawn. Yeah, it's just Pacific Dawn. Look us up. You know, we post pretty much almost daily, whatever catch we got going on, what trips we have, upcoming trips, you know, just updates. But
Sometimes
but
I
yeah.
mess up and I accidentally post family or post household pictures in it.
Yeah, our original Pacific Dawn account too unfortunately got hacked, so we had to start fresh and completely restart. So you know we're trying to grow the page back up, you know, get the notoriety going, and you know if you're watching this live, go ahead and give us a follow if you want to stay in tune on what trips we got coming up and what we're catching.
Hey, Mike, Stanley Bennett says hi. He said he fished with you a lot on the Big X.
So, no, he's a good dude, man.
Yeah, well, he's watching you live right now, dude. You're a big deal. And gang, the reason why Charlie and Mike were saying text first is because these guys are out on the ocean. They're working their butts off because this is how they're feeding their family. This is how Mike feeds the family. This is how Charlie feeds his family. These guys are working. So if you give them a call and they don't answer, you got to understand they're out on the water. But if you text them, it's a really weird thing the way this whole thing works out on the ocean. The text messages come through and then they got you and you're in the Skidooly. And then when they got phone service, they'll call you. They're not trying to tell you, oh, don't call us. No, they want you to call them. They want you to be on the boat with them. They want you to go fish with them. You got a lot of choices out there. But gang, this is a bitchin' operation. And I don't know if any of you watched when we did the live show with Mike and his wife Brittany and the kids and all the other people that were down in San Diego for Day at the Docks. But he invited us on the boat and we went for a ride around the harbor, and it was pretty cool to introduce everybody to the boat. And we try to stay in contact with the Loust family all the time. We bring them on the podcast as much as we can. We'll keep you guys all involved in this thing. You guys, this is part of the Your Saltwater Guide family right here. You're watching family members out there trying to make a living. So remember when you're buying a ticket to go fishing, who you're supporting.
My candy habit. My Butterfinger habit.
Yeah, I had a pocket full of peanut M&Ms for like 15 years. I drove around and ate them all day while I was looking for fish. I would come home and Kelly would be so mad because she'd do the laundry and there'd be like 5 peanut M&Ms. They just wipe out the whole laundry.
Come on. There's only 3 of us out here.
Oh, that makes it a little easier for you to drive around, but it makes it a little harder to locate the fish, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If we were already established on one, then we could just hopscotch it. Get in front of it and driving stop.
Yeah, you stop.
And you guys, when Mike and Charlie are talking about boats just don't stop because they just want to stop. So that means that guy found this little school. He probably hasn't got a bite yet because he hasn't called Mike or Charlie, but that gives Mike and Charlie an idea of which way to kind of head because that might just be a piece of the school that he found.
That was probably the school. Well, if they're trying to call me, I don't think we can answer the phone because it's all right. We're gonna find one ourselves.
It's all right. Charlie.
We already did. He swam away.
That's a great question, Lisa. Lisa's asking, hey, Charlie, do you need a passport to go with you guys?
No, you do not.
Not offshore.
Yeah, you don't need a passport to come fishing offshore with us, and also too when we head down south, we'll get Mexican fishing permits and stuff and licenses as well. So there's no need to worry about a passport.
But it is 2025. You guys should all have a passport, for gosh sakes. Anybody that doesn't have a passport right now, you guys should be sent to El Salvador. I can't even believe you can't come visit me if you don't have a passport, Lisa. Come on.
4-year-old's got a passport.
Yeah. It's going to be mandatory to have a real ID by May 1st, so might as well just get a passport and not have to worry about it. You'll love. Oh, he found him. You guys can hear the sonar in the background. Mike and Charlie and I all reacted because we heard the sound of the sonar change. We're kind of locked onto it. Nothing happened. It might have been a little bit too deep, might have just caught an edge of it, but that was definitely why Mike and Charlie jumped up, because that was an edge of something there. Made that thing sound a little different. Charlie, tell him you hear that sound in your sleep, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I hear it. I hear it weeks coming off the boat.
The really crazy thing, gang, is when we get home and we're in the shower and we can hear the clicker. We're like,
Yeah.
what is wrong with my head?
Yeah, you do. You hear it. You. That's so true. Well, it definitely sticks to you.
And it's
Oh,
just
you're in the engine room too, putting on the headphones, the earmuffs. Being down in the engine room, I was just here clicking as well.
There they are.
There they are.
he found them.
Yeah. All right, guys. 60 fathoms. 60 fathoms. I stopped a little prematurely, but it's all right. Yeah.
There it is.
Maybe I didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't.
Sonny,
Go ahead.
Sonny says, "Hey, Loust, how are you?"
Hey, what's up, Sonny?
Yeah, they're way in day and a half range.
Get a hook one. It's up to you. I don't even want to touch the sonar. 360 feet. I'd get him down there about 400 and line through him. Still here. Sink him down, guys. Sink him down. If you're not getting any bites, you're not deep enough.
Yeah, Josh, it's always better the longer you can be on the water, but some people don't have that luxury. They got that job thing.
Do you want me to talk to him? It's not ringing.
Yeah, it's Loust. What's going on? You call? Son of a bitch. All right. Bigger ones, yeah? Bigger ones, yeah? You dumped all three? We stopped at another school here. That first one I stopped on was extremely large. The first school we stopped on was extremely large. I mean, it was across the whole, you could hear it, like wall of fish.
Gang, I know you can still hear me. We're going to show a little commercial right now. This is when it gets kind of real. We got to kind of break off, give these guys their privacy. They're trying to make a living here. We don't need to see every single thing here. Check this out real quick. We're also got Code 4 Roofing, the sponsor of the show. I want you to check this out real quick, see what we got going on here. But there are some things that are still sacred in this thing. And we got to give Mike, I told him I wouldn't open his.
Roofing Specialist is a full-service roofing company out of Southern California. Scan the QR for our contact information. We enjoy providing on-time and on-budget services for any roof type at any time. We enjoy roofing, but love America and love fishing. We want to make roofing and fishing great again. We are a woman-owned and family-owned 24/7 roofing company providing services for any residential or commercial roof in Southern California. Here are a couple roofing projects we have done, and here are a couple fish we have caught for the remainder of the year. If you signed a full roof project, we will take you on a full day fishing trip on one of our private boats. We have a Parker or a skipjack. We are looking to expand our portfolio with contractors, developers, property management companies. From the roof to the floor, call Code 4, 1-877-994-1776.
Don't. Is it right there? Yeah, that's all right. Hey, please let me know. Call this phone though. Oh yeah, call this phone because my other phone's being used. All right, thank you.
What's that?
I took you
Yeah,
off
all right.
the air, Mike.
It's better now. All right, now.
Yeah, I took you off the air for a little bit. We're trying to keep it as private as we can. I don't want to blow your cover.
Now, yeah, man. Fuck. That first one, I got all fucked up with the. I got all messed up, all nervous because the, being live on the air. But I need to relax. Let me take a couple deep breaths here.
Yeah, you're doing good. Everybody's super happy. Yeah, they got some fish on the boat. They got 41 fish on the boat. They need a handful more. And yeah. Yeah, he had a nice school. He's going to refind it. Everything's going to be okay. This is brand new. This is state of the art. We got 98 people watching live right now. It's pretty fun. We're going to for about 20 more minutes, and then we're going to let Mike alone. We're just going to thank you very much for letting us in the Wheelhouse.
Clear. Like immediately. Please. You know they've been up for like fucking part of my lane. You know they've been up for 30 seconds, dude. 30 seconds is a long time, man. Clearly. Now that you've run the boat, you understand what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it's not like, Dad, all right, hopefully, I want to try to get back on that thing. Right here, man. It's right here. That's good. See, I figure if we find one down here for ourselves, if we're able to stay on top of it, we can at least hit it a couple of times. 40 bail states. Seems like they're getting worn out real fast.
No, I'm not too sure.
Okay, everybody, I just threw Mike Loust and Charlie's Instagram page up on the screen. I want you all, there's 77 of us watching live right now. I want you all to go over there and subscribe to their Instagram page. That'll keep you updated on the new trips that are coming down the pipe for these guys. It'll keep you updated on what's going on and what they're catching. And it's just a fun thing to follow these guys. They're really good human beings and they're good guys to follow. And we're very, very blessed to even be allowed up in the wheelhouse with this. So this is pretty cool. So follow them. Go over there and grab that Instagram page. It's right there.
They dumped them
Yeah, so
all.
you're not really missing much. And like Steve Duncan just said, Charlie, he just said, this is perfect for all the people that buy a ticket and go fishing that think you guys are just setting up in the wheelhouse, driving around, talking, not paying attention. Why they're all in the galley, drinking coffee, watching TV, playing with their wieners. You guys are working your butts off up there.
Yeah, no, it's never a dull moment. Like, you're always thinking of where to go, what like honestly, what to do. You're always trying to figure stuff out. You know.
And I know right where your dad's at right now in his head. He's thinking, if Dave didn't make me be live, I would have been getting him right now. Dave
No.
messed up that school by making me hold the phone when Charlie ran downstairs. I know it's all my fault. I take full responsibility.
What do I do? What do I do?
That was pretty
Like
funny.
somebody handing you a hot, a hot gun.
Sorry.
It's not your fault, dude. Charlie,
No, it's
no
not even a
good.
big deal. That school wasn't going to stop. They weren't stopping. But
You
we
doing
got to
your job.
blame it on somebody. We're going to blame it on me. You couldn't have set up on it any better. I was right here watching.
I love my son. He's just like me when it comes to that. We're hard on ourselves, and do a good job.
So, gang, we're going to let these guys go back to work here. We're going to be with them for 10 more minutes. If anybody has a burning desire to know what's going on, and we're going to finish this off with the phone number and everything. But it was super kind of you guys to let us be with you in the wheelhouse for an hour. So, not sure what happened here, gang. Mike may have got a phone call or something, but it's kind of gone dead. I want you all to check them out. I want you to go check out Pacific Dawn Sport Fishing. Call the office. Go look back at the beginning of the show. We had it going live there with the phone number, but it looks like we've lost connection with Mike Loust. We'll wait for a few more minutes here to see what's going on. But this is where we're headed, gang. We got a handful of these, the best of the best captains in San Diego. It's like this morning, you got to watch Tim Ekstrom and Roy Rose catching wahoo live. We got to see him have 11 jig strikes. That was an amazing morning. And then watching Mike and Charlie drive around in the dark looking for that bluefin, giving you guys some type of an idea of what it's like to be out on the boat and be up in that bridge driving around it. Now you know why it isn't that easy and why you miss once in a while. It's a big, giant ocean, and you're looking for the proverbial needle in a haystack. So everybody, thank you very much for watching today and tonight and all the time that you watch us. It's just absolutely incredible. We're trying to keep this thing innovative as much as we can. We got Justin, Pablo, Al. Now we got the Royal Star, and we got the Pacific Dawn doing live fishing shows. Mike will get this. We'll get this all going. We'll get it so smooth. It'll be like a well-oiled machine. We'll be flipping from boat to boat. We're only headed in one direction, and that's up. So follow us. We're your saltwater guide. You can follow us on any platform. Hey, they're back.
Sorry, the phone died.
Yeah, it's all good. Remember, I told Mike, plug that phone in. Oh, yeah, it's plugged in.
It was, but it came out.
Yep. Well, I was just telling everybody how to get a hold of you, Charlie. We're going to let you guys go back to work. Get everybody your phone number and how to get on the boat with you guys. You got trips coming up end of the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You guys, all you got to do is call or text them and find out what's going on. Give the phone number one more time, nice and slow.
949-874-4485. 949-874-4485.
And then what I'll tell you to do, gang, is check in. These guys will be at the dock in the morning tomorrow. They'll be doing their offload. If Mike Loust has a couple minutes, maybe we'll jump on and show you all the fish coming out of the boat. We don't know. It's Sunday. It's my one day off. I take a week. But if Loust is unloading fish, we want to see it. So maybe we'll jump on. It all depends on how.
Yeah, Dave, come on, man. Come on, dude. Come on out.
Okay. We'll be with you in the morning unloading. You just kind of text us, tell us what time you're going to be in, and we'll be ready.
Yeah, perfect. We'll keep you guys posted on our ETA.
Oh, shit.
And you guys, everybody, we can tune in the morning. The only way you're not going to miss the unload is if you don't hit the notification button. Everybody hit the notification button and go over and follow these guys on their Instagram page to help them build that page up. And let's go fishing with the Loust family on the Pacific Dawn, everybody. Let's get that boat filled up for next week.
Let's do it.
They're going to, as soon as we go offline here, they're going to load the boat up, gang. I can promise you that. The only thing that's holding Mike back right now is me.
We appreciate
All right,
you guys
Charlie.
joining us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Loust.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. You guys have a good night. Go whack 'em.
Thank you.
Too late.